fourth grade artists. So last week we had started learning all about 1-point perspective and how we use 1 point to make things look like they're going into space or coming out of space. Okay, so now we are going to start learning how to color them to make them look three-dimensional. And the way we do that is by learning about value. Okay, so we're going to get out our workbooks, take our paper, put it to the side because we are going to be doing a worksheet all about learning how to shade an object. That means going from light to dark. That's what we call value. All right, so we've got a short video to watch, and then we are going to be doing some value shading today. Okay, let's go.
Hi, welcome to I Am an Artist. In this lesson, we're going to learn about value. Let's get started. Value is one of the 7 elements of art with line, shape, form, color, texture, and space. Value is how light or dark a color is. It is used to make objects look three-dimensional. The value scale shows you a full range of values from white to black. Tint is the color mixed with white. So red becomes pink, blue becomes light blue, and so on. Shade is the color mixed with black. Tone is produced by mixing a color with gray. You can change the value through tinting, shading, and toning. There are many ways to create value in artwork. Hatching is putting lines close together. Cross-hatching uses lines that cross over each other. The closer the lines are all together, the darker the area appears. You can also do the stippling or random mark in the same way. Paint can be mixed to create a full range of value. Pencil or charcoal can be blended to create smooth shading transitions. We can create an illusion of a form by understanding how light reacts on the object. The highlight is where the light is hitting the object directly. It is usually represented by the lightest value of the color. The shadows are where the light is not hitting. The cast shadow is where the shadow is casted surrounding objects and surfaces because of blocked light. It is usually represented by the darkest value in the image.
So you can see how value plays a part in making objects look three-dimensional. You can change the way an object looks by changing where the lightest and darkest part is. All right, so open up your notebook to the worksheet that says value scales. Okay, so an artist can show depth in their art by shading an object from light to dark. They use value scales to practice and perfect their shading skills. So shade the value scales below. So as you can see, it goes from light to a little bit darker, all the way to as dark as you can go. So shade with pencil by pushing down lightly to dark. So this one, you want to just go really, really lightly. All right, so now I'm going to push down a little bit more. If I want to make them blend, I can use my finger and blend it. You can see now it's definitely a little bit lighter. And now let's go a little darker. And then darker. And then now I'm going really dark. So now I can see how to go from light to dark with just one pencil. All right, shade with a single colored pencil. So let's pick a color. I'm gonna go with green. All right, so I'm gonna do the same exact thing. All right, so shade with two different colored pencils like blue and green. Which one is lighter, which one is darker? All right, so I know my color wheel colors, and I know that yellow and orange are next to each other. So out of these two colors, I would say that yellow is lighter than the orange one. So I might start with my yellow, and then I'll get a little darker, and a little darker. But now I'm going to blend in some of that orange very lightly, very lightly. And now I'm going to get a little darker. And then dark, 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 dark. So now we've got those tertiary colors coming in where it goes from yellow to light orange to orange. Okay. So answer the question on the bottom. How can you make shades with paint? Think about that one. On the back, shade the forms. Okay. So you notice that some of these have different sides. So think about where the light is hitting it. So on this one, probably my light is going to hit the top part first. So I'm going to very lightly color the top. And let's say this is my sunshine. It's coming from this direction. So which would be darker, this side or this side? Well, if the light's hitting it, then this side is probably going to be darker. So I'm going to make that the darkest part. And then this one would be not as light as that one, but a little bit darker. Now, how can I vamp it up even more? Well, what if I grab a little black and I shade this just a little bit darker and then add a shadow. We learned shadows help make an object look 3D. Now it looks really three-dimensional. Okay, so you are going to shade all of these forms and then shade the two houses. And then put your paper you worked on last week into it, and you are done for today. All right, so this week's assignment, you are going to photograph this finished side and this finished side, and I will be grading them so that this way I know if you know how to shade so we can color this in next week. Okay? All right, have fun. Bye, guys.